Welcome to Practice English Conversations. Are you ready to practice your English and become more fluent? Let's get started.
Hi, Kevin. How are you today?
Hi, Emily. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. I just got back from a trip in our country, and I wanted to share my experience with you. Have you done any domestic traveling lately?
Yes, I have. I went on a road trip to the northern region last month. It was very fun and full of surprises. Tell me about your trip, Emily. Where did you go?
I visited a beautiful coastal city called Blue Bay. It is famous for its clear blue water and sandy beaches. I spent 3 days there, and it was amazing.
That sounds wonderful. What did you do in Blue Bay?
I relaxed on the beach, swam in the sea, and tried some local seafood. I also visited a small fishing village near the coast. The village had colorful boats and friendly people.
Wow, that must have been a lovely sight. I always enjoy seeing local villages because they show the real culture of the area. How was the food there?
The food was excellent. I ate fresh fish, shrimp, and even a dish called clam chowder. The flavors were simple but delicious. The local restaurant had a warm atmosphere, and the owner explained the recipes to us.
I love local food. On my trip to the north, I tried a traditional dish called smoked meat soup. It was very tasty, and the aroma was amazing.
That sounds interesting, Kevin. I believe trying local dishes is one of the best parts of traveling. It helps you understand the local culture better.
Absolutely. Food tells a lot about a place's history and traditions. Besides food, did you visit any interesting landmarks in Blue Bay?
Yes, I visited a famous lighthouse on the cliff. It was very old, but still beautiful. The view from the lighthouse was spectacular. You could see the whole bay and the surrounding hills.
That must have been a great view. I visited a mountain on my trip. The landscape was green and peaceful. I took many pictures of the forests and rivers.
I love nature. The beach in Blue Bay was very calm and relaxing. I spent hours just watching the waves and listening to the sound of the sea.
That sounds so peaceful. I think nature is the best way to refresh your mind and body. I also went hiking on my trip. The fresh air and beautiful scenery helped me forget all my worries.
Hiking is wonderful too. I also walked along the coast and even took a small boat tour. The boat ride was exciting because we saw many seabirds and even a few dolphins.
Dolphins, I would love to see them. On my trip, I visited a local market at the mountain town. The market was full of fresh fruits, handmade crafts, and local music.
That must have been fun. Markets are a great place to meet local people and learn about their traditions. I spoke with a few vendors in Blue Bay who told me stories about their families and the history of the town.
I had a similar experience. I met an old man who sold traditional hats. He explained how the hats were made by hand and why they are important for the local culture.
I think these interactions are the most memorable parts of a trip. They make you feel connected to the place.
Yes, I agree. It is not only about the beautiful scenery, but also about the people and their stories. How did you feel during your trip, Emily?
I felt very happy and relaxed. Being near the sea and spending time with friendly locals made me feel at home. I also felt inspired by the art and history I saw in the town.
That's great to hear. I felt a similar way in the mountains. I was amazed by the natural beauty and the simplicity of life there. It made me think about what is really important in life.
Absolutely. Traveling in our own country helps you appreciate the little things and the beauty that is often overlooked.
Yes, and it is also more affordable. I think domestic travel is a great way to explore without spending too much money.
I agree. You can travel by car, train, or even bus, and you still see many wonderful places. My trip to Blue Bay was very affordable, and I enjoyed every moment of it.
I love that idea. I think more people should explore their own country. There is so much to see and learn without going abroad.
Exactly. Every region has its own culture, food, and nature. It is like visiting many different worlds in one country.
That is very true. Do you have any plans for another trip soon?
I'm thinking about visiting the countryside next month. I want to see the famous rice fields and learn about traditional farming methods. What about you, Kevin?
I am planning a short trip to a coastal town in the south. I've heard it has beautiful beaches and interesting historical sites. I'm very excited about it.
That sounds wonderful. We could exchange tips if we learn new things from our trips.
Yes, that would be great. We can share our experiences and even recommend places to each other.
I really enjoy sharing travel stories with friends. It makes me feel more connected to our culture and history.
Me too, Emily. I believe that every trip, no matter how short, teaches you something new about life and yourself.
I agree. Traveling helps me see the world in a different way. I learned that every place has its own charm and lessons.
Exactly. I feel that these experiences make me more understanding and open-minded.
Thank you for this wonderful conversation, Kevin. I really enjoyed talking about my trip to Blue Bay and hearing about your mountain adventure.
Thank you, Emily. I enjoyed our chat as well. It is always nice to share travel experiences and learn from each other.
Let's keep in touch and maybe plan to travel together in the future. I think it would be fun to explore a new place with a friend.
That sounds like a great idea, Emily. I would love to join you on a trip sometime.
Great. I'll let you know when I start planning my next trip and we can decide together.
Perfect. I look forward to it. Have a wonderful day, Emily, and happy travels.
You too, Kevin. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye, Emily.
Great job practicing with us today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next English conversation. See you in the next video. Keep practicing and stay confident.